Sister Wives Spoilers Season 20, Episode 14, Janelle's Divorce, Christine's Insight, Robyn's Truth, and Meri's Defining Stand. Sister Wives Spoilers reveal that Kody Brown is finishing up his apology tour and Meri may be his hardest one yet. Kody has treated his original 3 wives terribly and he knows that. Supposedly, Kody wants to make amends for everything he has done to hurt his wives. However, Kody still tries to control the narrative and Meri Brown refuses to let him. Janelle Brown tells Maddie Brush about the divorce. Janelle tells her daughter Maddie Brush that she is meeting with church officials to end her spiritual divorce to Kody. Janelle is no longer a member of the church that she married Kody in. However, Janelle has also stated that she would hate to wake up and find herself stuck with Kody in the afterlife because she didn't get her spiritual divorce. Maddie questioned why Janelle even bothers. Maddie doesn't believe it needs to be worried about. However, Janelle is determined to get rid of Kody in every aspect of her life. Kody is her children's father but nothing more. Will Janelle get her divorce as easily as Meri did? Will Kody have to come speak to the elders this time? Christine Woolley and David Woolley discuss polygamy and how the families get along. Christine does not believe that things work out the way people want them to believe in polygamy. Christine's family went through a great deal in the past. Christine knows that Kody did not treat her fairly in their relationship either. Christine sees that Kody wants to dismiss David's opinion and she believes he could help with the kids. As David says, he spends time with most of Kody's kids. David is helping to raise one of Kody's kids. Truly Brown seems to be perfectly happy with her mother and David and doesn't seem to miss Kody much at all. Robyn Brown claims that Kody Brown doesn't confide in her. Robyn Brown is still trying to convince people that Kody has not discussed his other relationships with her. However, fans have seen Kody open up to Robyn about his feeling about his ex-wives several times. Robyn has been there throughout the issues that Kody experienced and even tried to get the wives to confide in her. Meri Brown refuses to allow Kody Brown to walk over her. Meri will meet with Kody to see what his apology tour is all about. However, Kody constantly talks over Meri just like he has done for years. Meri knows this and cannot deal with Kody this way. Will Meri finally get through to Kody that he is not going to continue to treat her this way? Will Kody finally see what he is doing wrong when it comes to dealing with his exes? Sister Wives Season 20, Episode 14 marks another pivotal chapter in the long and messy unraveling of the Brown family. With Kody Brown continuing what many fans have dubbed his apology tour, the emotional distance between him and his former wives becomes more obvious than ever. While Kody claims he wants healing and closure, the women who once shared his life are no longer willing to let him control the narrative or their futures. This episode places the spotlight squarely on Janelle Brown's determination to fully sever spiritual ties, Christine Woolley's hard-earned perspective on polygamy, Robyn Brown's questionable claims of innocence, and Meri Brown's refusal to be spoken over ever again. Together, these moments paint a picture of women reclaiming power after decades of emotional imbalance. Janelle Brown takes the final step toward freedom. One of the most significant developments in Episode 14 centers on Janelle Brown and her decision to pursue a formal spiritual divorce from Kody. While Janelle has already separated from him in every practical sense, she believes cutting the spiritual cord is essential to truly moving on. In a candid conversation with her daughter Maddie Brush, Janelle reveals that she is meeting with church officials to formally dissolve her spiritual marriage. Although Janelle is no longer an active member of the church in which she married Kody, the symbolic weight of the divorce remains deeply important to her. Janelle openly admits one of her biggest fears, waking up in the afterlife still spiritually tied to Kody Brown. To Maddie, the concern seems unnecessary. She questions why her mother even bothers pursuing approval from a system that failed her. But Janelle's resolve is unshakable. For her, this is not about Kody, it's about reclaiming autonomy and ensuring that every possible tie is severed. Kody will always be the father of her children, Janelle acknowledges, but beyond that, there is nothing left. This storyline raises a major question going forward. Will Janelle's spiritual divorce be as straightforward as Meri's was? Or will Kody be required to appear before church elders and confront his role in the collapse of yet another marriage? If forced to do so, it could be one of the most uncomfortable reckonings he has faced yet. Christine Woolley's perspective, polygamy versus reality. Christine Woolley, now firmly settled into her new life with husband David Woolley, continues to serve as a voice of clarity amid the chaos. In episode 14, Christine and David discuss polygamy, the promises it makes, and the realities it delivers. Christine does not sugarcoat her experience. She reflects on the emotional neglect and inequality she endured during her marriage to Kody, explaining that polygamy rarely works the way people are taught to believe it does. While the principle promises unity, shared purpose, and spiritual fulfillment, Christine believes it often breeds competition, favoritism, and emotional starvation. David Woolley listens closely and offers insights of his own. Christine notices that Kody seems quick to dismiss David's opinions, even though David is deeply involved in the lives of many of Kody's children. In fact, David has become a consistent presence for kids Kody has grown distant from. One of the most telling moments comes when it's acknowledged that David is actively helping raise Truly Brown. Truly appears happy, stable, and emotionally secure with Christine and David, so much so that she doesn't seem to miss Kody much at all. For many viewers, this reality is both heartbreaking and revealing. It underscores how absence, rather than presence, has defined Kody's relationship with several of his children. Christine believes David could be a stabilizing force in the broader family dynamic, but Kody's inability to accept that help may be his greatest limitation. Robyn Brown's claim raises eyebrows. Robyn Brown once again finds herself under scrutiny after claiming that Kody does not confide in her about his relationships with his other wives. This assertion immediately raises red flags for longtime viewers. Fans have repeatedly seen Kody vent to Robyn about his frustrations, resentments, and emotional struggles with his former wives, often at length. Robyn has been present during many of the most explosive moments and has even positioned herself as a mediator, encouraging the other wives to confide in her. Yet, Robyn insists she has been kept in the dark. This contradiction fuels ongoing skepticism about her role in the family's breakdown. Whether Robyn is rewriting history to protect herself from backlash or genuinely believes her version of events remains unclear. What is clear is that viewers are no longer willing to accept her claims at face value. For many fans, Robyn's statements feel less like truth and more like damage control. Meri Brown draws a firm line with Kody. Perhaps the most emotionally charged segment of episode 14 belongs to Meri Brown. As Kody sits down with Meri to continue his apology tour, it becomes painfully obvious that old patterns die hard. Kody repeatedly talks over Meri, interrupts her, and redirects the conversation back to himself, exactly as he has done for years. This time, however, Meri refuses to tolerate it. Meri has reached a breaking point. She is no longer interested in placating Kody, managing his emotions, or shrinking herself to make him comfortable. She knows his habits. She knows his tactics. And she is done engaging with them. The tension in this scene is palpable. For the first time, it feels as though Meri truly holds the power. Whether Kody listens or not, she has already reclaimed her voice, and that alone marks a major shift in their dynamic. The looming question is whether Kody is capable of genuine self-reflection. Can he recognize that his inability to listen, validate, and respect his wives is at the core of everything that fell apart? Or will he continue blaming circumstances, religion, and misunderstandings rather than his own behavior? A defining episode for the Brown family. Season 20, Episode 14 is not just another installment of Sister Wives, it is a reckoning. Janelle's pursuit of a spiritual divorce, Christine's clarity and contentment, Robyn's disputed narrative, and Meri's refusal to be silenced all signal the same message: the era of Kody Brown controlling the story is over. These women are no longer asking for validation. They are defining their lives on their own terms. As the season continues, viewers can expect even more emotional confrontations, long overdue truths, and moments that force Kody to face the consequences of years of imbalance and neglect. Whether he accepts those consequences, or continues to resist them, may determine what little remains of the Brown family's fractured legacy.